again here on August 19th to go over the LCK LPL 3-game slate. As you guys know, if you have been playing DFS, League of Legends DFS lately, these are going to be the best of 5 playoff games, playoff series. So yeah, it's going to be over the span of 2 days. And yeah, so hopefully, my stats and my metrics and my analysis will help you to pick the right players and right teams. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen again. And then here we go. So the first matchup is Rare Atom versus Team WE. It's in the LPL. The Team WE is the favorite at -135. Rare Atom is the underdog. The combined kills per minute so far, this matchup, it's actually pretty fast compared to the other matchups. I know the FPX versus LNG, the third matchup that I'll talk about, shares similar combined kills per minute. So yeah, so it really depends on who's going to dictate the pace, I think, because obviously Rare Atom, I jokingly say that they belong in the LCK because they play on the slower side. As you can see, their combined kills per minute is at 0.79 and 0.80 for July and August games. So, that's pretty slow compared to like other LPL teams. As you see, Team WE here is at 0.88, and then for July and August games, they're at 0.89. So it really depends on who you think will dictate the pace. Personally, if you ask me, I think Rare Atom's going to dictate the pace. I actually have Rare Atom win this matchup, as you can see on the prediction, even though they're the underdog. They control the jungle much better, and whoever really controls the jungle, in my opinion, based on my experience, they tend to dictate the pace, in my opinion. So yeah, I have Rare Atom have advantage in some other metrics as well. So I favor Rare Atom here. I know that Team WE, just like LNG from this morning, has been playing well. They beat OMG 3-0 and then BLG 3-0. But I just feel like OMG and BLG didn't show up, and they're not as good as elite teams as Rare Atom is. So I just feel like Rare Atom, having a lot of footage, having a lot of preparation time, I think they will, show up today and dictate the pace and win the series. But at the same time, like so far in the LPL playoffs, I mean, LNG and Team WE have been cruising. I mean, they're the freight trains that nobody can stop. Like I said, I mean, Team WE has beat 2 teams, and then LNG has beat 3 teams already, including RNG this morning. So, I mean, who knows what's going to happen. But at some point, I feel like one of those teams will have to stop, and I feel like Rare Atom is a good matchup, stylistic matchup for that, to stop that train in Team WE. So I like Rare Atom, in many of the other, win conditions I think they have against Team WE. The second matchup today is Damwon Kia versus Nongshim Red Force in the LCK in Korea. Damwon Kia is a big favorite at -325 versus Nongshim at +230. Nongshim had a nice win the other day against Africa, but I just feel like I called Nongshim out before on their metrics, but their metrics are not very good. I think they are... Well, I know that they are a late scaling team. They never really get ahead in early games. They try to win through their team synergy, like in the mid and late game, team fights and everything around objectives. And sometimes that has backfired against them, in many series before, because teams like Damwon Kia, who are really good in the laning phase in early game, they get the early game advantage and snowball after that, and that has caused a lot of troubles against Nongshim. So I just feel like, stylistically, Damwon Kia has a lot of advantages there. And then also the data, as you can see, favor Damwon Kia is that they have a superior jungle control, but also they have advantages in other metrics, as you can see by the number of dashes I have. So yeah, I love Damwon Kia, but as you can see on the combined kills per minute metric here, just like a typical LCK game, this is projected to be the slowest matchup amongst the 3 games on the slate. So typical LCK analysis, going to be a slow matchup, but Damwon Kia is a big favorite, and I do think they're going to win. So, but I do think Damwon Kia will dictate the pace. But I don't think, Nongshim, in my opinion, is not a good GPP play, because even if they win, they're not going to score well comparatively, compared to other LPL winners. So I probably won't have any Nongshim Red Force players here. Maybe their team slot one-off, but other than that, I'm not going to consider Nongshim as a team stack. The last matchup of the slate is the FPX versus LNG. Oh man, LNG, let me tell you, I just feel like, they're the story of the LPL playoffs so far. Tarzan, their jungler, has been the Cinderella that everybody has been talking about, on Twitter and everything, on other social media like Weibo for China. So I just feel like everybody's loving LNG, and I just cannot believe they beat RNG. They showed up. It's not like RNG folded. LNG showed up and they battled and they showed resilience against RNG. So it was a good win for LNG. I'll give credit where it's due. But against FPX, it's gonna be another battle. I just feel like FPX has been probably the best team. They won the regular season. They're the best team, I think, in my opinion, so far in the summer split. So I love FPX myself here. I know that LNG, coming in hot, but I like FPX here still. Their jungle control advantage is better than the rare Atom in the other matchup here. So as you can see, FPX has a better control in the jungle, compared to LNG. And I feel like LNG has been dominant so far in the playoffs because of their jungle control by Tarzan. Tarzan has been playing lights out, but I just feel like FPX does a really good job controlling that, and I just feel like that's gonna cause a lot of trouble for LNG. So, but yeah, like I said earlier, this LPL matchup is similar in terms of kill pace to the Rare Atom and Team WE game. So yeah, that's really all I have, just based on the team matchup analysis. As you can see, I haven't made, did I mention? Okay, there you go. There's my prediction that FPX wins 3-0. I know that's crazy because LNG has won all 3 matchups so far in the playoffs, but, I love FPX, and I just feel like FPX has a lot more win conditions compared to LNG. And as long as Nuguri in the top lane fares well, and then there's, there are screenshots of him practicing and scrimmaging a lot during this time when FPX has been waiting to play their first playoffs game, and this is gonna be their first playoff game. So they might come out rusty, but they also had a lot of time to prepare and watch LNG come through the playoffs. So yeah, obviously that can work both ways, but I like FPX because they match up well against LNG. And like I said, as long as Ale in the top lane for LNG does not cause any issue against Nuguri, I just feel like Doinb is gonna dominate against Icon in the mid lane. And I know Icon has been playing pretty well too, but Doinb has been a different animal, and really player of the summer split, in my opinion, best player of the summer split. So, and then anyway, that's all I got for you guys. If you have any questions on which players and which players to focus, but also what good GPP plays would be. I know some people on Discord have been asking me questions about like what to focus on when choosing a player over another player. Like I said, I put a lot of emphasis in the kill participation percentage and then kill share percentage as to which player tends to get a lot more kills, or whichever player the team allows that player to get a lot more kills compared to other players on that team. So those are the 2 main metrics that I look at when choosing players. But also, there's another metric that, sometimes you can, there are stats about, which position, which position the team gives up the most points against. So like, I think there are broken down categories about like top lane, in the top lane, how many points Team WE gives up, for example, against their opponents and such. So, that's another good metric that I see. Yeah, and then in terms of dictating the pace question, I think another person in Discord asked me that, how to predict which team will dictate the pace, and then obviously that correlates to the kill upside. Like I said earlier, it's the jungle control percentage, in my opinion, that whichever team controls more of the map. And obviously jungle makes up a lot more of the map compared to the laning area, in my opinion. And obviously the jungle gets to roam a lot, so they get to control the vision with the wards and putting down the wards to see where everybody is on the map. So to me, I mean, it's really self-explanatory. Like jungle control percentage, really, it correlates to what the who gets to dictate the game pace. So like I said, in the first game, I think Rare Adam's going to dictate the pace, and Damwon Kia in the second game, and then FPX in the third game. So, that tells you that, Rare Adam having the slower tendency, I think that game will be slower. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, yeah, good luck, everybody. And then, yeah, today, I mean, there are a lot of good GPP plays, a lot of close matchups. Other than Nongshim, I'm probably going to have a, piece of everybody else, all 5 teams. So, yeah, good luck, everybody. Have a good one. Bye-bye.